Today, we'll be re-simulating Derrick Rose's career with no injuries. Now, I know this is a very common thing that a lot of people who do, rebuilds and MyNBA stuff do, but now that the LeBron era has been added to the game, we can do it pretty much as accurately as 2K wants it. Yes, we're dropping in the year 2010, going into the 2010-2011 season with the Chicago Bulls. This is the year, I believe, that Derrick Rose wins MVP. We'll see if that actually happens in the sim. I know I did this sim with Michael Jordan and LeBron in the same era, and Michael Jordan won it because he was on this team, and then Derrick Rose went on to win a couple more, so I think he's got a good future ahead of him in this sim. So I have zero control over the Chicago Bulls. Let's go ahead and get into season number 1 of the Derrick Rose career resim. LeBron James wins MVP in season number 1, 28 points, 8 rebounds, 9.5 assists, a steal, and a block per game. Blake Griffin, Rookie of the Year. Manu Ginobili, 6th man. Dwight Howard, DPOY, 2.7 blocks per game. And then Tom Thibodeau, Coach of the Year, 69-13. Derrick Rose puts up 30 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists per game with nearly a steal and a half per game. And then, of course, we are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference because we did have the best record in the entire NBA. And there's no play-in to sim because we are not in that era yet. So we can go ahead and hop right into the first round against Philadelphia. I'm just going to sim right through the round because I don't think we'll even lose a game. We do lose one, but we still comfortably make it through round number 1. All the top seeds wins except for Portland down in the bottom left. And we've got Chicago versus Boston in round number 2. They take game 1, we take game 2, we take game 3, they take game 4, we take the crucial game 5. We're on the brink of our first conference finals appearance already, and we make it through the number 1 seeded Chicago Bulls against the number 2 seeded Miami Heat. This is exactly what we thought was going to happen, and this probably won't be the last time that this matchup happens in this simulation. Chicago versus Miami in the conference finals. Game number 1 goes to us. Game number 2 goes to Miami. Game 3, Miami. Game 4, Miami. We are down 3-1. We'll hop in Simcast and see if we can come all the way back. And we absolutely dominate game number 5 to stay alive. Derrick Rose goes for 37, 7, and 10. Carlos Boozer, 30, 14, and 6. And we head to a game number 6. We'll go right back into Simcast. Unless we pull away in the fourth quarter, which it looks like we are going to do. And we have forced a game 7 after being down 3-1. Derrick Rose 38, 3, and 9. We have a chance to do what LeBron did to the Warriors and come back down 3-1. We'll hop into Simcast. We've got a 2-point game with 57 seconds to go. We're going to jump in. Season on the line. Derrick Rose dribbles around, takes a step back, drives in, pump fake. They give it off to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose looks to put us up 2 possessions, and he does. Derrick Rose hits the floater. All right, here we go. 30 seconds to go. LeBron James driving down, kicks it out to Dwayne Wade, pulls for 3, and it barely rims out. They're going to foul Derrick Rose here, and Derrick Rose has a chance to put us up by 6 here as the MVP chance break out. He hits free throw number 1, and he cashes the second. Heat ball, 25 seconds to go. Haslam's going to be inbounding probably to LeBron here. Ball does go to LeBron. He's going to have to get up a shot pretty quick here. He drives in, takes the pull-up. It's no good. Joakim Noah on the board. They give it off to Brewer. The Chicago Bulls are going to safely make it through. The Chicago Bulls advance, led by Derrick Rose, 37 for 16 assists. Carlos Boozer was a 26-11. LeBron did everything he possibly could, 48, 5, and 11. On to our first finals already. Bulls versus the Trailblazers. The 17th Trailblazers go on a run and make it to the finals. Finals appearance number 1 for Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. Let's go. Game 1 we take. Game 2 we take. Game 3 goes to Portland. Game 4 goes to Portland. The crucial game number 5. And we take it at home. Finals on the line. And the Blazers are going to survive pretty comfortably. Derrick Rose, another 30-point game. Wesley Matthews, 24, 5, and 2. And a game 7 in the finals in Chicago. Here we go. 30 seconds to go. And the Bulls are going to win a championship in the first season of the sim. They're going to wind down the clock here. 23.5 seconds to go. And that will do it. The Chicago Bulls have won the championship in year 1. And you already know Derrick Rose, finals MVP. Every game that we checked the box score, he had 30 points. We'll go ahead and see what he had in game number 7. The first game we've seen where Derrick Rose doesn't put up 30, but it doesn't matter. 25, 3, and 10, 2 steals. Just an all-around performance. 5 people are in double digits. LaMarcus Aldridge gave it his best shot, 25, 6, and 2. And year number 1, the Chicago Bulls win the NBA Finals. Derrick Rose, Finals MVP, 31, 3, and 9, steal and a half per game, nearly 50, 40, 90. What a season. Derrick Rose up to a 97 overall as we enter year number 2. The squad stayed pretty much the exact same. And not much to say. Let's go ahead and get right into season number 2. Kevin Durant wins MVP, 34, 8, and 2, a steal and a block per game, 50, 40, 90. Kawhi, Rookie of the Year. Gortat, Sixth Man of the Year. And Dwight Howard, another DPOY, 2.5 blocks per game. Harden, Most Improved. And Scott Brooks, Coach of the Year, as the Oklahoma City Thunder are the greatest team in NBA history. They go 73 and 9. Derrick Rose makes first team All-NBA, averaging 29, 4, and 9, over a steal per game. Very similar to what he did last year, just a little more boards, a little more assists, and then one less point. No change for us in terms of seeding. Now, we didn't have as amazing of a year as we did last year, but it doesn't matter because we are still the 1 seed. And once again, no plan, so we'll get right into the playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and just sim the round because I think we should comfortably make it through. And we do. We sweep the Washington Wizards. And once again, play the Boston Celtics in round number 2. Game 1 goes to us, as well as Game 2, as well as Game 3. And we have swept our way to the conference finals for the 2nd consecutive year. And once again, we meet the Miami Heat in the conference finals. They're going to be looking for revenge. They almost had us last year. They were up 3-1. Let's see what we can do in year 2. We take Game 1 and Game 2. They take Game 3. We take Game 4. It's our turn to be up 3-1 with a chance to advance to our 2nd consecutive NBA Finals. The Heat stay alive, but we make it through in 6 games. We knock off the Miami Heat once again. LeBron continues to do everything he can. 35, 7, and 9, 2 steals, 2 blocks. And here we go. The 73 and 9 Oklahoma City Thunder with Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook facing off against the Derrick Rose-led Chicago Bulls. Game 1 goes to the Thunder. Game 2 goes to us on the road. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to them. A crucial Game 5 in Oklahoma City, and the Thunder take it. We are once again on the brink of elimination. We'll hop right into Simcast, and we are safe. The Chicago Bulls force a Game 7, another 30-point performance from Derrick Rose. 37 points, 8 assists, 2 steals for Derrick Rose. And Game 7 of the finals, here we go. The Thunder take it from us in season number 2 in 7 games. Derrick Rose, 32, 4, and 5. Kevin Durant, 36, 5, 3 points, 3 steals from 4 players. And the Thunder win the championship in year number 2. They are pretty nasty in these sims. Westbrook Finals MVP, 25, 6, and 8, nearly 50, 40, 90. And that is the end of season number 2. The Thunder are on the board with their first championship. Derrick Rose signs a big deal to stay with the Chicago Bulls. 5 years, $96 million. And the rest of the guys are only here for a couple more years, except for Joakim Noah, who is here for 4 more. So these two are going to be around together for a while as we go ahead and hop into season number 3. Russell Westbrook, MVP, 26, 5, and 10 assists per game, steal and a half. Anthony Davis, Rookie of the Year for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Elton Brand, Sixth Man of the Year. Dwight Howard, 3-time DPOY. Derrick Rose, first team All-NBA once again, 27, 5, 9.5 assists per game, 1.2 steals per game. Again, very similar numbers to his first couple years, just the assist numbers go up and the points go slightly down. The rebounds are going up as well, which is nice to see. For now, it doesn't matter because we once again are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. As usual, go ahead and just sim right through the first round because I'm pretty confident we'll make it. And as I say that, we go down 2-0 to the New York Knicks. Go ahead and win Game 3, win Game 4, win Game 5. And we've got a Game 7 against the New York Knicks, the 8-seeded New York Knicks. In round number 1, who they have, Amari Stoudemire, Raymond Felton. We'll go ahead and hop into Simcast for Game 7. I mean, I hope we're pretty comfortably through here, but we can't. Oh my God. We lose to the 8-seeded New York Knicks in round 1. Derrick Rose puts the team on his back, 46, 5, and 8. Luol Deng, 30 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. 7 people drop double digits for the New York Knicks, and look at their efficiency. Everybody shooting 50% or above. The New York Knicks knock off the 1-seeded Chicago Bulls in round number 1. The Thunder beat the Heat in 5 games. Oh my fucking God. Kevin Durant, 41.8 points per game, 7 boards, 4 assists, 1.8 steals, and 1.2 blocks per game. What a performance for Kevin Durant. All right, year number 4 is upon us once again. A very similar roster as Derrick Rose is up to a 98 overall. Hopefully, we can see him win his first MVP in year number 4. There we go. Derrick Rose, first MVP of the sim, 33, 6, and 9, 1.2 steals, 0.9 blocks per game. Giannis, Rookie of the Year for the Pelicans. Dwight Howard, a 4th consecutive DPOY as Scott Brooks goes 73 and 9. And once again, we are the 1 seed out in the Eastern Conference. We face the Toronto Raptors around number 1. What the fuck is going on? We're down 3-1 to the 8th seed, as it's not going to happen in game number 5. We absolutely destroy them. Derrick Rose 32, 8, and 10. Wow. All right, well, we force a game 7. Derrick Rose 22, 11, and 18. A triple-double for Derrick Rose. As here we go, game 7. We're going to be okay. Wow. Oh my fucking God. Derrick Rose goes for a 47, 15, 13 triple-double in game 7. Puts the team on his back. And we survive a scare there. We come back down 3-1 against the 8-seeded Toronto Raptors. And now we've got the 5-seeded Brooklyn Nets in round number 2. Take game 1. They take game 2. They take game 3. They take game 4. They take the crucial game 5. And for the 3rd consecutive series, including last year, we're on the brink of elimination to a lower seed than us. So hop into Simcast, any crazy 4th quarter, and we are. Derrick Rose, 36, 6, and 8, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 8 turnovers for him. But it doesn't matter, because we get the win. And all 4 series are in game 7 here. Here we go, Simcast against Brooklyn in game number 7. We're jumping in. Tie game, 40 seconds to go. I'm in on Derrick Rose. Ingram in the paint on Boozer. Goes up with it. Misses the layup. And we've got a chance to hit a game winner here. 23 seconds to go. And it looks like they're going to wind the clock all the way down as low as they can before they take this potential last shot of the game. We're going to Joakim Noah and Derrick Rose pick and roll. Derrick Rose for 3. Misses, but Petrus gets the putback. A putback dunk to take the lead in game 7. 5 seconds to go. Nets ball. Humphries inbounding. Gives it off to Smith. Driving in. He pulls up for 3. Oh my God. Oh my God. J.R. Smith just ended our season. J.R. Smith, 7 for 21, but it doesn't matter. Thunder win, 3-peat for the Oklahoma City Thunder over the Heat in 7 games, 21, 5, and 11. That's year number 4 done. Once again, basically the exact same roster. For 5, Derrick Rose, 98 overall, going for back-to-back MVPs. Year number 5, here we go. Westbrook wins his 2nd MVP, I believe, of the sim, 26, 5, and 11. Jokic, Rookie of the Year for the San Antonio Spurs. Dwight Howard, 5 in a row, DPOY, 3 blocks per game this year. Derrick Rose puts up 31, 5, and 9.6 assists per game. A good season, but just not good enough to beat Russell Westbrook. We're the 1 seed, and hopefully this can be the year we get back and win our 2nd ring. It's with us, and what the fuck is going on? Why do we just want to lose the 8 seed? We get swept. We get swept by the 8 seed. Who's on this team? Damian Lillard. Young Damian Lillard. Boris Diaw. We just got swept by the 8 seed. 4 consecutive championships for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We haven't even been able to compete with them. We've only played them 1 time. And they beat us. Westbrook Finals MVP, 29, 5, and 11. 3 steals per game. Another great regular season and a disappointing playoffs for the Chicago Bulls as we enter year number 6. Once again, a very similar squad for the Chicago Bulls. Nothing much changed. We're still pretty small, but we did get KCP and Marcus Smart out of the draft either this year or last year. I didn't really pay attention. I think Smart was this year, though. So a pretty nice squad, and hopefully we can finally make some noise in the playoffs for the first time since year number 2. Westbrook, a 3rd MVP, 25, 5, and 11 like he always freaking does. Cat, Rookie of the Year for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kevin Love, 6th Man of the Year. Kawhi, DPOY breaks up the streak of 5 consecutive Dwight Howard DPOYs, and he gets 1. 2 steals per game, 1.2 blocks per game. Scott Brooks, another 70-win season. Derrick Rose, once again, first team All-NBA, 28, 6, 9 assists per game. Steal numbers stay about the same. Block numbers stay about the same. But for the first time, we are actually not the 1 seed. We're the 2 seed. How disappointing. The Pacers are the 1 seed, presumably with Paul George. They do have Paul George. He's very young. But a very deep squad for the Pacers as we do take game number 1. All right, well, we do drop 1, but it doesn't matter because we win in 5 games. We are comfortably through for the 2nd round for the first time in a couple years here, and we've got the 6-seeded Detroit Pistons, so a pretty open path to the conference finals. Let's get the 2nd round underway. We take game 1, they take game 2, we take game 3, we take game 4. We're up 3-1, up 3-2, and we are comfortably through. the first time in a couple years, we are in the conference finals, facing off against the one-seeded Indiana Pacers, led by Zach Randolph, Paul George, and just a very, very deep squad overall. If we win, in all likelihood, we will match up with the 4 consecutive championship OKC Thunder. Let's go ahead and get through the Pacers first, though, as we take game 1, they take game 2, they take game 3, we take game 4, and the crucial game 5, they take. Let's hop into Simcast here, because we can't knock off the Indiana Pacers, and we are eliminated. Derrick Rose 28-8-7. Pacers Timberwolves finals. And it's going to be the Timberwolves. The Wolves won the finals, unsurprisingly, led by Anthony Davis, 19-8-5, nearly 3 blocks per game. Not as good of regular season as we are used to, but for the first time in a couple years, we had a little bit of playoff success as we enter year number 7. The last year of Derrick Rose's contract, so we could see him on a different team after this season. And maybe it'd be nice, because this team simply never changes. However, our young draft picks, Marcus Smart and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, are up and coming. They were 71s just a year ago, and they are now 79 and 78 overalls. So a very deep team here. Likely, we're going to have 7 players above 80 by the end of the season. Hopefully, Derrick Rose can win MVP in what could potentially be his last season with the Chicago Bulls as we start year number 7. DeMarcus Cousins wins MVP at 22-12 and 5 steal and a block per game. DeJounte Murray, Rookie of the Year. Jokic, 6th Man of the Year. Kawhi starting his own DPOY streak as he wins 2 in a row. 28 points per game, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 1.2 steals, 0.7 blocks. But for the first time, there's no playoff appearance for the Chicago Bulls. We'll quickly go right through the playoffs. I believe we were the 11th seed in the Eastern Conference. As the Pacers win the championship, Dante Green wins MVP of the finals, 28-7 and 3 for him. As a very quick year number 7 wraps up, we'll see if Derrick Rose is back with the Bulls as we go into year number 8. Derrick Rose has joined the New York Knicks. I guess it was bound to happen, since this did also happen in real life. Not a great supporting cast around him. Danilo Gallinari is the 2nd best player on the team at an 84 overall. 3-year contract with Derrick Rose for the New York Knicks. Let's see if he can find any success. Giannis wins his first MVP for the Clippers, 24-10-6, 1.5, 2.1. He also wins DPOY, 1.5, 2 blocks per game. Jusuf Nurkic, most improved player. Good for us. That must mean the Knicks had a good season, right? Derrick Rose goes all NBA 2nd team, as he has actually a poor season, 21-4, 9 assists per game. The points are way, way down, which I'm surprised about, because he's on a worse team. And by much worse team, I mean horrible team. We lost 60 games this year. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. We'll just get right to the playoffs. Derrick Rose, career decision to go to the Knicks, not looking good right now. Not looking good at all. As the Clippers win the championship, Giannis will, of course, win Finals MVP 25-10-7, 1.5, 2.5. And that's the end of year number 8, and it's not looking good for the New York Knicks. Not much change. We got a pretty high draft pick, and we took Marvin Bagley, because of course we fucking did. We could be in for another long season. Giannis, back-to-back MVPs, 24-10-6. Luka wins Rookie of the Year for the Chicago Bulls. Nurkic, 6th Man of the Year. And, of course, Giannis, back-to-back DPOYs. Back where he belongs on first team All-NBA, 27.7, 5 rebounds, 9 assists per game. A great year from Derrick Rose, and a great year for the New York Knicks. I did not think it was going to be a good year. Way, way, way better than I thought it was going to be. I believe we got just about 50 wins on the season, and it looks like we got a chance to have some playoff success here as we go up 3-0 on the Bucks, and we sweep them. And all the high seeds win except for the 6-seeded LA Clippers over in the West. We've got the 2-seeded Brooklyn Nets, and we take game 1, take game 2, they take game 3, we take game 4, they take game 5, and they take game 6. We're on the brink of blowing a 3-1 lead as we go into game number 7 on Simcast. And the Nets are going to pull away. They win the Battle of New York. Derrick Rose does everything he can. 38-5-7. Not much help. And that's the end of the Knicks season. The Pacers get revenge on the Clippers. They win the finals. Dante Green, another finals MVP for him. 26-9-3. 1-1 in the defensive stats. And a tough year. A tough year for the Knicks. Much improved. Way better than I thought we were going to be. But still would have liked to at least see us in those conference finals against the Pacers as we head into year number 9. All right, Derrick Rose on the last year of his deal with the New York Knicks. We got a very, very deep roster here. 780 overalls or better. And we'll see if Derrick Rose can make the playoffs again, and crucially, if he will stay with the New York Knicks after this contract's up. Derrick Rose wins his 2nd MVP of the sim, his first one with the New York Knicks, 26-5-10, 1.4 steals per game, 0.6 blocks. Zion, Rookie of the Year. Julius Randle, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis, 3 straight DPOYs, And the New York Knicks are the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We went from 14th seed to 3 seed to 1 seed. This might mean Derrick Rose stays, but we got to see what happens in the playoffs. And we sim it right to the first round, and we make it through pretty comfortably. It's a rematch with the Brooklyn Nets, the team that knocked us off last season. We got an opportunity to beat them and go to the conference finals, and if we win, we're either playing Miami or we're playing Derrick Rose's old team. We take game 1, take game 2, and we are up 3-1. 3-2, we're going to blow through and lead to them again. Hop into Simcast here. There's just no way. We blow a 3-1 lead to Brooklyn for the second straight year. Bad game from Derrick Rose, 18-4-10. Absolutely ridiculous. Clippers win. This time they have Anthony Davis, 26-14-5, 1.2, 2 blocks per game. All right, moment of truth is Derrick Rose still with the New York Knicks. Yes, he is a 4-year deal, potentially to the end of his career. He's 32 right now, so at the end of that 4-year deal, he'll be 36 years old, going on 37, as we go ahead and hop into year number 11. Wow. Ben Simmons, MVP, 24, 9.5, 8. Nice season. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. Vucevic, 6th man. Kawhi, back to winning his DPOYs. And Memphis are the best team in the NBA as Derrick Rose, another All-NBA first team, 26, 4.5, 8.5, and another 1.2 steal season for the New York Knicks, who now, because of the new rules, are into the play-in. As we do enter the modern era in the 2020-2021 season, that means we've got the play-in against the Toronto Raptors, and we safely make it through. We are out of the play-in. And out of the play-in in the East is us and the Toronto Raptors. In the West, it is Sacramento and the LA Clippers. We've got the Indiana Pacers in round 1. Don't have much confidence for us here. I'm just going to simmer through the round, and we'll see what happens. Well, we treated them like they were the 7th seed. We swept them. Sure, why not? We have the 6-seeded Detroit Pistons here in round 2. We split the first 2 games. Take game number 3. Take game number 4. They take game 5. We take game 6. The 7-seeded New York Knicks, out of nowhere, 500 all year, below 500 for most of the year until the very end, out of nowhere, are in the conference finals as a 7th seed. Got #1 seeded Philadelphia 76ers to match up against. Let's see what we can do. We take game 6. Game 7 after being down 3-1 against the Philadelphia 76ers on the road. Here we go. No way we're going to do it. Oh my God, we destroy him. Derrick Rose goes for 33, 6, and 7. And the 7-seeded New York Knicks are in the NBA finals. Oh my God. We've got the 5-seeded Denver Nuggets. Let's get these finals underway. We take game 1. They take game 2. They take game 3. I'm hopping the Simcast the rest of the way. We take game number 5. Derrick Rose goes for 34, 4, and 8. We stay alive another game. Come on, baby. Game 7. We forced a game 7. Derrick Rose goes for 34, 3, and 15 assists. And we were down through one of the conference finals, came back and won. Down through one of the finals. It's all for nothing. We go down to the Nuggets in 7 games. 22, 3, and 11 for Derrick Rose. DeMarcus Cousins, MVP of the league a couple years ago. 29, 3, and 4. The Nuggets win the NBA championship, led by DeMarcus Cousins, 23, 9, and 5. Year 11 is done, and another year with no championship for Derrick Rose. All right, here's the roster entering year number 12, and for the first time, Derrick Rose goes down in overall, still 97 overall, so nothing to worry about, I don't think. As once again, we got a very, very deep squad. We've also added Bol, the man himself. Let's go ahead and just get right into year number 12. Kyrie Irving wins his first MVP at 27, 2, and 10 assists per game. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. D'Lo, 6th man of the year. Kawhi, yet another DPOY. He's coming for Dwight Howard, as the Suns are the best team in the league, and Derrick Rose is on the All-NBA second team. The regression has begun. Very slight regression, but still there. 23, 10 assists per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, and a very okay season for the New York Knicks, who are the 4 seed. Out of the play in the East, Indy and Charlotte in the West, Dallas and Denver. Let's get right through this first round. We split the first 2 games. They take game 3. We take game 4. We take the crucial game 5. They take game 6. And we lose in 7 games to the Philadelphia 76ers. Kemba Walker, Western Conference Finals MVP. Miles Turner, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, just what everybody predicted. And the Thunder, going for, I believe, their 5th ring of the Sim, and they're going to get it. Dennis Smith Jr., MVP of the Finals, 19, 5, and 9 for him. But that will do it for year number 12. And that era of players is starting to go, which means Derrick Rose is not too much farther away. Year 13 is upon us. Derrick Rose, of course, still here, now has dropped to a 95 overall. Like I said, we could see his career come to an end when his contract is up, but you never know. Let's go ahead and get to year number 13. Luka goes for 33, 9, and 8, 1.5 steals per game to win his first MVP of the Sim. Anthony Edwards with the Sacramento Kings wins 6th man of the year. Giannis picks up another DPOY and most improved. And the Knicks are in the play-in. Once again, last time we were in the play-in as a 7th seed, We ended up making the finals, so we'll see what we can do this time around. As we actually lose the first game, we have the Chicago Bulls, 7 versus 8, to be the 8 seed. Last hope, here we go, and we are eliminated. We lose both play-in games as the 7 seed, and a very quick postseason this time around. Marcus Cousins, Western Conference Finals MVP. Zion Williamson, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And the Nuggets win in 4 games, led by Jason Tatum, 25-7, 1.5 assists, 2 steals, 1.2 blocks, as we enter year number 14. And Derrick Rose down to a 93 overall. Last year of the deal. A very deep squad here, but he's slowly getting worse. Yeah, we'll see what happens, see if they can make the playoffs, and see if he is still around at the end of the season. Steph Curry wins MVP. I think that's actually the first he's won in the entire sim. 26, 5, and 10 for him. DeJounte Murray, 6th man of the year. Giannis, another DPOY. Chet, most improved. This time, we just squeaked out of the play-in. We are the 6th seed facing off against the Orlando Magic. Out of the play-in in the East, Brooklyn and Charlotte. In the West, Portland and Denver. Because we actually take the first game. We go up 2-1. 2-2 series. They take game 5. We take game 6, and we lose in 7 games. Another tough season for Derrick Rose. He left the Bulls. Things have not been great for him since Kyrie wins Western Conference Finals MVP, Jamal Murray Eastern Conference Finals MVP, Suns Celtics Finals, potential finals matchup that actually could happen this year, as the Suns win in 6 games. Kyrie, most valuable player of the NBA Finals. And here's the moment of truth. Is Derrick Rose still playing in the NBA? Looks like he is. We'll have to see where he's off to, or if he re-signed to the New York Knicks as we enter year number 15. Derrick Rose is back for 2 more years with the New York Knicks. Team doesn't look incredible. We might be looking at a team that's not going to make the playoffs. Let's go ahead and get right into it and see what happens. All right, well, the NBA has apparently decreased in scoring as Zion wins MVP, averaging 18, 7, 2.5. Albert McCall, Rookie of the Year. The Knicks are the 10th seed. We'll just get right through this play-in, and we're eliminated real fast. We'll go ahead and sim through the playoffs. Colin Sexton, Western Conference Finals MVP. James Wiseman, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Nuggets Celtics Finals. Nuggets win in 7 games. Colin Sexton Finals MVP, as everyone predicted. Here's the roster for what could be Derrick Rose's final season. 37 years old. Last year on his contract. Russell Westbrook has joined the team. The guy that took, I believe, 3 MVPs so far in this sim. We got a nice little squad. 5 85 pluses. We'll see what we can do, and hopefully we can make some noise in his potential last year. Zion, back-to-back MVPs. Killian Hayes, 6th man of the year. Giannis, once again, DPOY. And for the Knicks, once again, very little success. We are in the play-in, so we do have a chance to go through to the playoffs, but it's not going to happen. We lose on the road to Brooklyn, as we have multiple times in this sim before. We'll go ahead and sim right to the playoffs. We've got the Jalen Green-led Portland Trailblazers versus the Lonzo Ball-led Washington Wizards in the NBA Finals. And the Blazers win in 7 games. Kyrie Irving is on the team as well. Somehow Jalen Green won Conference Finals MVP over him. 16 points, 6 assists per game for Kyrie Irving. And here's the moment of truth. Is Derrick Rose still in the league? Looks like he is. All right, is Derrick Rose still with the Knicks? Yes, he is. On a 1-year deal, $53 million. Presumably he had an option that was picked up. So again, potentially his last year. Once again, we got a nice all right squad around us. We'll see if we can make it to the playoffs this time around. Cade Cunningham, MVP. Giannis wins yet another DPOY. I think he has surpassed Dwight Howard now, and best team in the league is the Atlanta Hawks. And once again, there'll be no postseason for the New York Knicks. This time we didn't even make the play-in at all, as we got Hawks, Nuggets in the finals. Colin Sexton, Cade Cunningham. Here we go. And the Nuggets win another championship, led by Colin Sexton, 15, 3, and 5 to win Finals MVP. Looks like we've got another year of Derrick Rose. 39-year-old Derrick Rose, 83 overall. Not much to say. Let's just go ahead and presumably end his career. Zion Williamson wins yet another MVP, 17, 7, and 3. The 9th seed for the New York Knicks. Once again in the 9-10 playing game. Can we finally win it this time? No. I think we're like 0-3 or 0-4 in those games, as RJ Barrett, Western Conference Finals MVP, Zion, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, Pistons, Suns, Finals. Pistons win in 6 games, led by Zion. And there he is. Derrick Rose has officially retired. 20 years pro, but 18 seasons that we watched. The last couple are not great. He could have definitely retired a little earlier than that. His best season was the 13-14 season, averaging 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. Overall career averages of 22, 4, and 8, over a steal per game. He averaged a steal per game in, pretty much every single season outside of the heavy regression seasons at the very end. He did win 1 title in 2011, 2 MVPs, one in 2014, one in 2020. He also won Finals MVP, of course, the year that they won the championship. He was an all-star for almost every single year of the sim outside of those Final Four that were pretty brutal. First team All-NBA 10 times. Pretty insane. Second team All-NBA twice, and I don't think he ever made third team All-NBA. If he had a bad season, he had an awful one. But yeah, that'll do it for the Derrick Rose sim. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. This is one of the longer videos I think I'm ever going to do. So thank you guys so much if you did make it all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it. As always, if you want to watch raw and uncut footage, be sure to come check out the Twitch, WordyBoss30YT. I stream all my videos over there, and sometimes I'll go ahead and stream some rec games or some pro-am games or whatever. So if you want to follow me on Twitch so you can get some of the full content, be sure to do so. You guys have any ideas, be sure to leave them in the comments. I've got a list of video ideas I want to do, and if you got any, I would love to add them to the list. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed. It really does help the channel. Subscribe for more content like this, and turn on that bell so you'll be one of the first people to see the videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.